excellent shoe style. She is flexible, optimistic, and is known as a powerhouse both on and off the field. She is a three-sport athlete playing soccer, basketball, and lacrosse. However, on the soccer field is where she truly shines. As an 8th grade starter on our varsity soccer team, she scored 8 goals and had 14 assists, 2 of which were in the state championship game, and was named Rookie of the Year. Quite the accomplishment for this young woman. Kennedy Ball, thank you for your dedication to and love for all aspects of life here at GPS. The DAR Youth Citizenship Award is given to an 8th grader who best exemplifies the qualities of a good citizen of our country and of their school. Honor, service, courage, leadership, and patriotism. Our 2019 winner embodies every characteristic of this award. She is known as a model student who puts others before herself and inspires those around her to be trustworthy, genuine, and empathetic. As a member of partnerships in the community, she is conscientious and compassionate in her approach to others. As a school leader and the 8th grade Honor Council representative this year, she always holds herself and her peers to the highest standards. She lives a life of integrity and purpose, and most certainly exemplifies the qualities of a good citizen, both at GPS and in our wider community. On behalf of our middle school community, it is with great pleasure to present this year's DAR Youth Citizenship Award to Hannah Grace Cornwell.
Ms. Janice Gordon, head of the upper school, will now present the upper school awards.
I think it's important to note that all of these character awards are actually voted on by members of the class and the faculty. The Marilyn Sherman Center Award is given to a freshman who exemplifies the qualities of former board chair Marilyn Center: kind, thoughtful, and sensitive to the needs of others. The recipient should possess a sincere love of the arts and GPS. Our award recipient has taken GPS by storm. As one of our new freshmen, she has impressed us in the classroom with her sharp wit, wisdom, and keen analytical skills. On stage, she has showcased her graceful side through her modern dance performances with her choreography class. Her teachers have commented that there is not a task or assessment that this young lady has failed to master. A true scholar with a dedication and focus that is rare for her age, she consistently demonstrates a desire to make her community better through thoughtful problem solving and an empathic heart. Please help me congratulate the Marilyn Sherman Center Award, Frances Crow. The Francis Wheeler Freshman Cup is awarded to a freshman who exemplifies scholarship, character, leadership, and service. To commemorate this honor, this young lady's name will be engraved in a pewter cup and will be displayed in the upper school office. This particular young lady moves seamlessly from the classroom to the theater stage, to the dance studio, and to the mock courtroom. And she does so with an enthusiasm that is contagious to those around her. In a recent choreography concert, she danced with a maturity well beyond her years. Most adorable from my personal perspective is her laugh, because she is one who laughs often and much. Emerson would be proud of this particular fact and would say that that alone is to have succeeded, but we would like to extend that success and offer the Francis Wheeler Freshman Cup to Julia Combs. The Dora McClellan Brown Christian Leadership Award is given to a member of the freshman class who has demonstrated the most outstanding Christian leadership during her time at GPS. A quadruple threat of an athlete, this young lady excels in cross country, soccer, swimming, and lacrosse. As a true competitor, she tackles each meet, match, or game with the heart of a lion, but the soul of a lamb, because she cares so deeply about those she plays with and against. In class, she is a bright spot and uses her self-assuredness and confidence to lead others in a way that makes it easy to follow. Delightful, humorous, and comfortable being exactly who she is, this young lady embodies Christ-like qualities in all of her endeavors. The Dora McClellan Brown Christian Leadership Award is proudly presented to Evie Jackson. The Sophomore Bowl is given on behalf of the Student Council to an outstanding member of the sophomore class who is most nearly the ideal GPS student, should be loyal to the school, a good student, and a consistent worker. Her name will be engraved on a pewter bowl that will be on display in the upper school office. What a title. Most nearly the ideal GPS student. What would that young lady even look like? Well, she would consistently show excellence in both oral and written work, portray a positive attitude at all times, be thoughtful and mature, intellectually engaged, concerned about those around her, and willing to devote time and energy to various activities at the school she loves dearly. This year's recipient is all those things and more. Her loyalty and compassion about GPS and passion for GPS are only outmatched by her love of learning and desire to excel in all she attempts. A Midas touch, if you will, without any downsides. The Sophomore Bowl winner is Maggie Parsley. The Doris Chapin Wells Black and Blue Award was established in honor of Doris Chapin Wells, GPS class of 1946. The Black and Blue Award is given annually to a beloved and member of the sophomore class who has an infectious personality, exudes creativity, and is loyal to her classmates, and is dedicated to the total GPS experience. There are times when one particular phrase in an award description captures the very essence of a girl. This young lady does indeed have an infectious personality. You simply cannot be around her without smiling. Try it. It's impossible. Her love of this school and her classmates is unmatched, whether she is on the soccer field, in the classroom, or leading as a member of the Student Council. She immerses herself wholly in the GPS experience. This young lady gives all to her school and does so with a joyful heart. It is with great honor that I present the Black and Blue Award to Aaron Marshall. The Battle Award is given to a junior who has a B or above average, has exhibited leadership qualities in academic or extracurricular activities, is enthusiastically active in sports, shows versatility, and has a good sense of humor and is playfully mischievous while demonstrating effective management of time. This year's Battle Award goes to a young lady who actually does battle valiantly every day in the classroom and on the lacrosse field. As a member of the Student Council, she has led with vision and a unique ability to inspire others to work towards a common goal. She keenly understands that she will motivate more as a servant leader who looks for solutions to complex problems. She is gritty and capable of so much, and my hope is that she always remembers to whom much is given, much is required. Please help me congratulate the Battle Award winner, Alex Center. The Palmer Griffith Award is named after a member of the class of 2008 who courageously battled leukemia during her junior year at GPS. It's given to a member of the junior class who captures the very essence of Palmer, the vibrant center of athletic teams and class activities throughout her time at GPS. The recipient is a positive leader who lives life to the fullest, filled with animation and fun, constantly impacting the lives of others through her caring exuberance. This young lady is a fierce competitor on the soccer field and an active participant in FCA and Christian Forum. One place in particular where this young lady shines is in service to our school as a GPS ambassador. Just watch her give a tour to an incoming upper school family or an important visiting guest, and you will see the positive energy she emits as she shares her own personal stories about this school. She is always ready with a broad smile and a fist pump if occasion demands. This year's winner of the Palmer Griffin Award is Meg Priest.
Dr. Autumn Graves, head of school, will present the senior awards.
Good afternoon. The Daughters of the American Revolution Award goes to a senior who exhibits leadership, service, patriotism, and dependability. This year's recipient has demonstrated her strength of character, determination, and belief in civic-oriented service through her leadership of the Junior Statesmen of America and our student body. As a member of our rowing team, she showed her willingness to try something new and work hard to build her skill and strength. I am hopeful that this thoughtful advocate will be RBG's Supreme Court clerk one day. The 2019 DAR Award goes to none other than Allison Smith. In 1945, Pete Wood, then a GPS parent, became the first chairman of the Board of Trustees of Girls Preparatory School. Working with other charter members of the board, he guided GPS through the transition from being a privately owned school to a not-for-profit educational institution. In the mid-1940s, he and board member Harry Trotter helped find and secure the property and funding required to relocate the school to its current location. Until his death in 1979, he retained his dreams, his dedication, and his loyalty to GPS, and we are grateful for community leaders such as Pete Wood who have helped to make the school what it is today. Named in his honor, this award is presented to a senior girl who, like Mr. Wood, also has great dedication and loyalty to GPS. This young woman embodies a true love for GPS that is infectious to the visitors she tours around campus. Her energy is uplifting to all she meets, and I am a firm believer her gift for math and relationship building and making people feel valued will serve her well when she becomes not only the first NBA general manager, but the first female NBA commissioner. Charlotte Vance is the 2019 recipient of the Pete Wood Award. This year's recipient of the Patsy Williams Scott Award helps everyone to be in the right place at the right time. She has been active in school affairs with an unselfish, Christ-like approach to organization of people and relationship building. She is who you want backstage to make you look amazing on stage. I'm going to ask the mother of the class of 2019, Queen of Organization, Mason Harwood, to come forward to accept the Patsy Williams Scott Award. There are people who let the light of God outwardly shine. They influence communities with their love, compassion, and empathy. They show their Christian values and how they live, not what they say. A retired GPS teacher was honored upon her retirement with the creation of an award in her name, the Jane Henniker Christian Character Award. This award's focus stems from Ms. Henniker's following the expectation put forth in Matthew chapter 5, verse 16. She let her light shine before men, that they may see her good deeds and glorify her Father in heaven. This award recognizes a senior who actively pursues Christ by letting the light of God shine through her in all she does. This year's recipient has grown into a prayer warrior who embodies the love of Christ and lets it show on the soccer field, when running, or as our May Queen. Myra Brock is our 2019 Jane Henniker Noble Christian Character Award winner. GPS alumna and former director of special events at GPS, Betsy Chisholm Silverman, shows those around her that caring is cool. Mrs. Silverman is a curious person who loves learning about other people and figures out how to find their gifts and talents so that they can be recognized by others. This year's Betsy Chisholm Silverman Award recipient embodies Mrs. Silverman's value for friendship, being curious about other people, and seeing the beauty in unique and sometimes quirky people. She also talks to herself while perusing the aisles of Walmart. Maya Butala is the 2019 Betsy Chisholm Silverman Award winner. Following her daughter's graduation, Mrs. Oscar Handley, a member of the GPS Board of Trustees, established this annual award in honor of her daughter, the late Mrs. William E. Brock III. The recipient should be a member of the senior class who shows promise of cultural and community leadership and who has been developing that leadership in a quiet way. This year's honoree embodies GPS's stated values of curiosity and individuality. She loves learning and is on a search for true knowledge. She sees the value in storytelling, especially the stories of others. Please join me in recognizing the 2019 Laura Handley Award winner, Claire Calhoun. The Roberta Moore Award was established by the class of 1977 to honor their principal. It is awarded annually to a senior with a twinkle in her eye and a laugh in her heart, one who has repeatedly placed school above self. This year's Roberta Moore Award winner has strength of character and has learned to value more than academic achievement in herself and others. She also has a wry sense of humor, as evidenced in her chapel talk, and the sweatshirt she wore on May 2nd, GPS's National Signing Day. It's this sense of humor that has influenced her leadership of this class. Additionally, she's an extremely thoughtful person who exemplifies what GPS hopes to do for each girl: inspire her to find passion and her voice. I'm impressed with her intentional and strategic plan for her future. I know she will find happiness in life because she is charting a path best for herself, and at the same time, doing something that she enjoys for our natural community. The 2019 Roberta Moore winner is Ellie Swan. Wise leadership, sincere friendship, and involvement in a variety of school activities are the characteristics the Barbara Johnson Prickett Award recognizes. The recipient of the Prickett Award this year has been an outstanding athlete and a world-class cheerleader in our Gypsies Club. Elected by her peers to the May Court, she is also a student council representative and a member of Beta Club. She will attend the University of Detroit Mercy and play lacrosse next spring. The 2019 Barbara Johnson Prickett Award goes to Caitlin O'Brien.
The GPS department chairs will now present the academic awards.
The Mildred Peters Award was established in 1994 by Dr. Peters' husband in memory of her service at GPS. Dr. Peters was a beloved British literature teacher and chair of the English department. This award goes to a senior who has shown great excellence and integrity in English and whose sparkle and intelligence would have drawn her to Dr. Peters. This year's recipient brings to my mind the vision of learning expressed by Eleanor Roosevelt, who wrote that, "What counts in the long run is not what you read, it is what you sift through your own mind. It is the ideas and impressions that are aroused in you by your reading." It is the ideas stirred in your own mind, the ideas which are a reflection of your own thinking, which make you an interesting person. Book education cannot accomplish this by itself. It needs the supplement and the stimulus of the exchange of ideas with other people. In particular, it means learning from other people. There is no human being from whom we cannot learn something if we are interested enough to dig deep. This year's recipient is a leader in class and a champion of her peers. She loves discussing literature. She sees the beauty and the importance of ideas, and she always invites others to the table. The Mildred Peters Award for English goes to Olivia Combs.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Montero, and I'm pleased to present the award for the EULA Lee Jarnigan Language Award. This award is awarded to a student who's top in her class and demonstrates a love of language. This description is concise and succinct, but you would have to meet the winners of this award to truly understand the passion for language and culture that a girl must have in order to be awarded this high honor. Our first recipient is top in her class in Spanish. She started in the Spanish honors track her freshman year in Spanish 2 and has continued to our highest level, AP Spanish. She has always stood out in her Spanish classes, and her teachers immediately recognized her desire to push herself. From starring as the Beast in a class production of Beauty and the Beast in Spanish, to acting as treasurer, an enthusiastic participant in Spanish Honor Society, Charlotte Vance will always find a way to successfully express herself in Spanish in a creative and often very witty way. Congratulations. De nada. Our next recipient is for Latin. The recipient of this award is the only girl who took AP Latin in her year, and she is the only girl who has gone on to take post-AP Latin coursework in at least the last 5 years. In the words of Dr. Covino, her grasp of the language has always been intuitive, but the fact that she keeps going back for more demonstrates without question that she has the love of language called for by the award's name. Congratulations to Claire Calhoun. Our final recipient is for French. The recipient of this award certainly has a talent for the French language. She was always a top performer in French classes, and she was able to express detailed opinions clearly and accurately, engage in interesting conversations, and read with discernment in the target language. Dr. Caulfield can easily imagine her reading a challenging French poem next year, simply for the sheer pleasure of it. He also believes that she will put her language talents to some practical and beneficial use, for she is part of the fabric of people who feel an obligation to help those in need. Congratulations to this year's winner, Amal Ali.
I am Dr. Stephen Harrison of the History Department. The John Locke Award for Excellence in History and Social Sciences is given to that senior who demonstrates exceptional skills in the principles of rigorous, logical, analytical, rational, and creative thought while having the greatest positive impact on her classmates' academic careers. This year's recipient demonstrates a love of history which is evident in the enthusiasm with which she brings to all of her history courses. She has outstanding analytic skills and has served as a leader both in and out of the classroom, and is often willing to offer opinions which are at odds with the rest of her class and sometimes her teachers, including praising Richard Nixon, which is not an easy thing to do. This year's recipient of the John Locke Award is much easier to praise. I am pleased to announce this year's recipient is Brianna House.
Good afternoon. My name is Lisa Wilkes, Chair of Mathematics and Computer Science, and I'm honored today to present the Lois Moyer Award for Mathematics. During her tenure from 1946 to 1982, Lois Moyer served GPS as a revered math teacher, department chair, assistant headmaster, and 9th and 10th grade principal. This award recognizes a senior student for the culmination of her work during her time at GPS and for her genuine love of mathematics and appreciation of the beauty of our field. Moreover, this student is inquisitively passionate and energetic as she engages in the learning process toward both the internalization of the concepts of mathematics as well as their applications outside the scope of academia. This young lady creatively pursues excellence, bringing the conversation to the next level. She is truly an asset to the classroom and to her peers alike. It is with great pleasure that our department presents the Lois Moyer Award for Mathematics to Corley Compton.
I'm Tracy Durham, Chair of the Science Department. The Luciana Adams Cup was established by the late Dr. Jack Adams and his wife Emily Adams to honor their daughter Lucianne. It is given to a senior who shows great interest in science and who is a promising future scientist. The recipient's name is engraved on a permanent cup and plaque which will remain in the Science Building lobby. This recipient has demonstrated her love of science by successfully taking 7 science courses during her high school career and has participated in the science troop. She's an excellent thinking student who possesses a quiet enthusiasm for science. The Science Department gladly presents this award to Ruchi Patel.
Dr. Autumn Graves, head of school, will present our final 4 awards for the senior class.
Former associate head and upper school principal Ricky Pierce left a legacy of wise, compassionate leadership that continues in the hearts and minds of hundreds of GPS alumni and their parents. Ricky is known to all as a true scholar, a woman of irrefutable character, and a fair and empathetic administrator with a personal and professional commitment to academic excellence. 3 years ago, I announced that GPS's Salutatorian Award would bear Mrs. Pierce's name permanently. I am pleased to acknowledge this year's salutatorian because she is a resilient student athlete, loves GPS, and is a woman of faith. Please join me in celebrating Charlotte Vance. The Ethel B. Poston Valedictorian Award is named in memory of the former Latin teacher who was herself valedictorian of her high school and college classes. This award recognizes diligence, persistence, individual sacrifice, and most of all, a love of learning. Tomorrow, we will hear this thoughtful artist, debater, advocate, and scholar's words of wisdom at our commencement ceremony. The valedictorian for the class of 2019 is none other than Olivia Combs. The Mary Hannah Tucker Faculty Award is named after the former teacher, principal, and headmistress of GPS. Ms. Tucker dedicated her personal and professional life to this institution. This award recognizes a senior who has given her best as a student, a friend, and a leader. She has responded to the GPS philosophy and program by demonstrating outstanding support and enthusiasm. A self-professed history nerd, our honoree is someone who has learned to see the humanity of our U.S. presidents and vice presidents. This approach to life shows me that she has embraced GPS's stated values of curiosity and individuality. Because she wants to understand the impact of an individual's actions and see beyond the surface, she has found success in the classroom, in the courtroom, and on the athletic field. And while she has questioned how she will show the world that she matters, we at GPS already know the answer. Brianna House matters because of the well-lived life she is living today. Brianna House, please come forward to accept the Mary Hannah Tucker Faculty Award. As many of you know, I have incredible respect and am in awe of GPS's founders. These three women who risked it all to provide girls with the best education to prepare them to be women of honor, integrity, and who will use their intellect and grace to serve their community. From what I've learned about the founders, from those who were their students, and what I've experienced of this year's recipient of the Founders Award, I have no question in my heart that Miss McCauley, Miss Duffy, and Miss Jernigan would be in agreement with the faculty and students who selected this year's honoree. She has taught us through her lived example and not her words how her faith guides her actions and interactions with her friends, classmates, and those she services through her involvement in our community. I look forward to hearing how her vibrant smile lights up her new community of horned frogs. The 2019 Founders Award winner is Olivia Fannin.
All award winners need to report back to the stage at the conclusion of the ceremony for pictures. Please stand as we conclude our 2019 Class Day program by singing Old Lang Syne and the Alma Mater. Thank you for being with us today. This is the conclusion of our program.